SaskMusic's been quite important in the development of where I'm at as a manager and as a musician, and for Cody as well. I guess we wouldn't have started working together if SaskMusic wouldn't have awarded us that grant, so it's been very important to us. Recently we applied to get a recording grant, and we were lucky enough to get awarded that, and this will allow Cody to work with Steve Fox, who works out of Nashville. And so this will allow Cody to do some songwriting with some international songwriters that have hits with some bigger name artists. As a Saskatchewan artist, to be able to work with that kind of quality of songwriting, you're just going to develop. And that's something that he can come back to Saskatchewan and share with other artists as he's writing with them. If you want to compete with the international market, and we all do, I think you have to be there, and we're very fortunate that SaskMusic is helping us out with this new album, and I think it'll help further Cody's career for sure.
Well, I remember when I was thinking about leaving the corporate world and getting involved in the music business, Brad told me the organization I have to hook up with right off the top was SaskMusic. And then I attended a seminar they put in about a business plan, writing, marketing plan, and it was like the Coles Notes of a university class that I would have taken in Toronto, let's say, all in one afternoon. And right then and there I was hooked on SaskMusic, and they've been there for me every step of the way. For me, that was my education. If we don't have an organization like SaskMusic for people to turn to, there's a void there. And going to the Canadian Country Music Awards, Canadian Country Music Week, we've accessed that to go to the event in Calgary and Edmonton, and those can be expensive trips, and it's important that artists are there. And the Junos and the Canadian Country Music Awards and all the other events, Western Canadian Music Awards and the Aboriginal Awards, brought the national focus and spotlight on Saskatchewan. So we have to keep it going. Momentum is quickly lost if there isn't an injection of energy and enthusiasm and financing, and that's certainly in this province comes from SaskMusic. And these younger acts still need to have SaskMusic there, and the seminars and the training and the workshops that they have, and the funding and the market access programs and all these things, so that I have a pool of Saskatchewan acts I can draw from to keep my business going. And I think Saskatchewan wants that. We want to be proud to have acts come from Saskatchewan, and not always have them come from elsewhere. And they're there. They just need that extra help.
SaskMusic works for me.
SaskMusic works for me.
SaskMusic works for me.
SaskMusic works for me.
I think that one of the strengths of SaskMusic has been it's very forward-looking, and it's disseminating really important information so that musicians can kind of stay on top of what the trends are, what the opportunities are, that sort of thing. The music industry is a much more complex animal than it used to be, and that is another reason why SaskMusic is really important, because it's an organization that sort of stays at that cutting edge of what is going on and will help musicians at any stage of their development to get their music out there and at least stand a chance at being somewhat successful, if not terribly successful, at what they're doing. I have really appreciated in recent years the assistance, the financial assistance that SaskMusic has provided as I developed a new business. They're the experts. They know what's needed out there. They recognize that what I want to offer as a service to the Saskatchewan community and beyond is something that is needed. And so therefore, I received a small grant that really helped me to kick off that business.
I think we also look at SaskMusic as a source of sponsorship for our events, especially our music awards. And I think that's important, but I think it's just the fact that we have resource people available.
Saskatchewan has such a vibrant arts culture. It's really important for organizations like SaskMusic to be around and to have funding, especially in Canada where touring is so difficult because of the landscape. It's quite expensive. The industry won't survive if the funding's not there. I'm playing the showcases I wanted to. I'm traveling to places, getting more exposure, and more of an online presence that I wouldn't be able to have if it wasn't for the funding with SaskMusic.
SaskMusic is being really helpful for youth and emerging artists, and I think it's very helpful what they're doing. SaskMusic is just so down to earth, and they help you with anything that you need.
Being able to access those funds to take my music abroad it's invaluable, and it certainly is helped out, you know, in a big way. I mean, you know, it's paying some bills while I'm actually doing things that aren't necessarily going to bring back an income right away. And yet here in Saskatchewan, it's a wonderful place to live and raise your family. But to be able to access those markets, you know, you need to go to them. There are chances for me to continue to promote my music with the assistance of SaskMusic, and also to play my music both here in the province and throughout the country, but also take it internationally. Time is of the essence to move on it now. Take advantage of the moment of a spotlight on a specific region like Saskatchewan, and the opportunity that we had in 2007 with the Junos and the Canadian Country Music Awards being here and whatnot. We need to be able to take that leverage and go forward and really take the music abroad, whether it be just outside of the province borders or internationally.